all right. What's good, people? What's good? Come on in. Come on in. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate that. So, first and foremost, Grand Rising. Peace and love to you all wherever you are in the world. Peace and love. Much peace and love. If you have not been told today that you are loved, that you are appreciated, you hear it here first. Ladies and gentlemen, you hear it here first. Alright, so I was just in Clubhouse a few minutes ago. I'm listening to melanated people talk about reparations still. Reparations program still. And I mean, what can you say? A lot of black folks they have a stronger faith and belief in someone else rather than themselves. Let me say it again. People, and honestly, I'm just speaking for black folks. I'm speaking on I'm speaking to my black folks when I say this. You have faith, trust, and belief in someone else more than you do yourself. And the God is actually within you. Each and every individual, the God is actually within you. But of course, you have some people in the universe who do not want you to know your true greatness, to understand that greatness thrives within you. So, a lot of folks are missing out on their wants, needs, and desires because they fail to manifest the things that they want. It's like, I don't get it. But they were in Clubhouse having the discussion about reparations. And truth be told, if you ask me, reparations, it's like, why are we still talking about reparations? For what? Black folks. And this is the title of my video. Who told black folks that they were black? Like, who gave black folks this name, this label, this title? Who gave black folks this name? But moreover, why are we still clinging on to this label? of, oh, I'm black. Who told you you were black though? Like, it's like y'all ignorant, consciously ignorant, purposely ignorant. And I understand you may not even like my delivery. It's not about whether or not you like my delivery, but it's moreover than your inability to honestly ask yourself that question. Who gave you this title and why? Do you even care to understand its meaning and how it correlates into a lot of things that are occurring against black folks in this country and other countries abroad? But you know what? Let me just backpedal on something here, because honestly, I don't think that I can't really necessarily say, oh well, you know, other individuals who are melanated are walking around calling themselves black, because we all understand what the definition of black is. But moreover, it's depressing for some people to not even care to know. Who in the hell told you that you were black? Who in the hell told you that you were Negroes, a nigga? And a lot of you actually buy into it. You don't, black folks, they talk about, I sit up here and I listen to people use this terminology and say that, oh, this, I'm for black folks this and I'm for black folks that. So you ain't for black folks, because there's no such thing as black folks. There's no such thing as black folks. If you calling yourself black, what nationality of black, who calls themselves black that actually has a nationality that they are fully aware of? Do you hear Ethiopians or Nigerians saying, oh, I'm black? I'm black. No, they're not saying they're black. Why? Because they know what their nationality is. They know what their nationality is. So I can't understand why black folks still walking around here marking off on applications that they're black. It's like, what the fuck you marking off that you're black for? Shit, check off you white. It's like, because you do understand the definition of, the definition of white is pure. The definition of white is pure, innocent. I mean, look up the definition. It seems like when you're talking to black folks about something simple as something like that, they roll their eyes or they have no interest to learn. You know what I'm saying? It's like you roll your eyes, you have an attitude, but the first time a motherfucker comes out and calls you a bitch, motherfuckers get mad. Why are you getting mad? Because someone's calling you a bitch. Why are you mad? Because someone's calling you a bitch. Oh, because it's disrespectful. Shit. It's disrespectful for a motherfucker to call you a nigger, right? Oh, okay. It's disrespectful. It should be disrespectful for someone to categorize you as a color of a fucking crayon. Because black, what is black? Dark, dull, death. These are, these are terms that are being used to describe who you are. Like, are you serious? Like, it's like, what the fuck? So Negroes get in their feelings. Negroes get into their feelings when they're called a nigga or a nigger, whichever comes first. They get called a bitch. They get called a hoe. Black folks get very, very offended. But you're not offended by a term that really doesn't have any sort of affiliation to a nationality whatsoever. It's like you get offended so easily, but you're not getting easily offended by being called black, by having black down on the application. It's like, what the fuck? You're not black, dipshit. It's like, for real. You're not black. Because if you call yourself black, what nationality do you have? Oh my gosh, boy, some people are just guaranteed jackasses. But I'm sorry about that. It's like, but why? And then it's like when you question these individuals about the term black, they're saying, what does that matter? What does that matter? Let me explain to you why it matters. It's because black, for one, is nothing. It has no nationality, okay? It has no nationality freaking ever. It's like, it doesn't have a nationality. And then black folks up here crying and pleading for reparations. Do you actually think they're going to give you reparations? No. You're not affiliated with any sort of country or nationality, you know? And it's sad to say it, but Jews were able to get reparations because they're not called black. They're not called black. They're not called white. They have a culture. They have a nationality that they follow. All right? Plain and simple. No different than, I'll give you another example. The Moorish Science Temple of America. Moors. Guess what? You know what Moors are? Moors have a nationality. You understand me? Moors have a nationality. So it's like, I don't know if you educated or even bothered to do any sort of research on Moors, but guess what? The government entity, right? Check this out. The government entity has no jurisdiction whatsoever over those who are Moors. If I'm lying, I'm flying. And you don't see any wings on my back. But this is historical information that is very much factual. You think I'm lying? Anyone who is a Moor, they have a treaty set up for those who are Moors, and it actually removes them from the jurisdiction. It protects them. It protects them. The Moors have treaties that go so far back in history that it's like, it's a level of honor and respect that those who are Moors, they have. You're never going to hear a Moor come out and say, we want reparations. You're never going to hear a Moor actually come out and say, yes, black people need reparations. First and foremost, they're never going to say that because they understand that black is not a nationality whatsoever. So while black folks are running around here, college degree having black folk that are saying, oh, we need reparations. No, you don't need reparations. You need your nationality. You need to affiliate, associate, and connect yourself with a nationality that represents you, that honors you, that respects you. It's like, as long as you are under the, as long as you are under the jurisdiction of the government, guess what? As long as you're under that jurisdiction, you're not getting shit. I'm sorry, not sorry. You're not getting any reparations whatsoever. That's why, in all this time, black folks, these activists who are out here yapping about, oh, we need reparations, hell, there was even a sister that was on, I can't even think of her name anymore right now. That's just how much of a non-factor she has become to me. But I think her name is Tamika Mallory. I want to say her name is Tamika Mallory, but she was on this podcast called Drinking Buddies, right? Something along those lines. And what I notice is these activists, they kind of fizzle out after a while. They kind of fizzle out after a while. Next thing you know, you start seeing them on commercials, doing Cadillac commercials and stuff like that, which I'm just like, all right, cool, do your thing. But I feel at that point, they have gotten you, and you're still walking around saying black people this, black people need reparations. I sat up here and I listened to this sister spew out a whole bunch of ignorant shit, saying that, oh, Biden, we have to give Biden some time and this, that, and the fifth. Reparations isn't going to just come overnight. It's like, look, reparations for black folks, you're never going to see it. So it's like, to me, how many more years are you folks willing to sit back and wait on fucking reparations that your asses are never going to see? You're never going to see reparations. You're never going to see reparations. You're never going to have reparations. And that's just point blank, period. Sorry, not sorry. Hate to rain on your parade, but Somebody needs to pour some damn water on you in order to clear your eyesight out, because a lot of y'all just blind to the fact, man. And it's sad, like on everything, on God. That shit is so fucking sad. It's sad. It's pathetic. Thinking that you're going to get reparations and trying to set up programs and who's going to put the money up? Where you think the money is going to, the funding is going to come from? You're asking a government entity and its affiliating agencies and agents to beg and plead for reparations. Look, I'm just being realistic here. This is reality. If these bastards have not thought enough of you, of melanated people, if they have not thought enough of melanated people to say, hey, melanated people have been abused, have been taken advantage of. And I get it, not everyone is a victim. Not everyone is a victim. But I'm speaking for the majority. I'm speaking for the majority of melanated people who have been redlined, who have been denied equal housing. I'm speaking for those who have been racially profiled. I'm speaking for those individuals who are just like, shit, I can't help who I am. I can't help that my skin is beautiful and is melanated by chance. I can't help that. I'm here now. Don't try to deny me. Don't deny me the same freedoms and equalities that you would non-melanated people. It's like you're taking that from melanated people. That shit that shit don't fly. But also the ignorance, the willful sheer ignorance of melanated people, black folks, I should say, the willful ignorance of black folks. I don't care how many goddamn degrees you got, but it still remains the same. You're asking for something that you are never going to have. All right? Let me get around this traffic around here. You're asking for something that you're never going to have. You're never going to see in your lifetime or your children's lifetime. You're never going to see it. You're never going to see it until you get to that point where you decide that you want to correct your status. That you do not want to be affiliated, or you don't want to categorize yourself as a U.S. citizen. It's like, I've said it before, and I'll say that shit again. You categorize yourselves as United States citizens. And you know what? As a United States citizen, you have but your freedoms are limited. Now let's go back. Let's go back to this, this allegiance that so many Americans have. They have allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there justice for all? No. Those rights and those rights, those privileges and benefits. If you notice, those privileges and benefits you got to pay for. What's so fucking free about that when you have to sit up here and pay for those things? But if you were not under the jurisdiction and you were not, and your parents knew, and your parents actually knew better, they wouldn't have never signed a birth certificate for you. Plain and simple. They would have known that, hey, if I sign my child, if I sign this birth certificate, I have now registered my child with the state. This, let me tell you something. This is why you have child protective services that step in at any given time for any damn reason. And then they step in and then they take away your children. While black folks out here yelling for reparations, which I keep saying, y'all not getting no fucking reparations. The only reparations or anything remotely close to reparations that you will ever see is changing your status. Once enough folks start to realize that that birth certificate technically is like a registered slip. You know, it's a registered slip for you, on you. It's no different than a tag on cattle. They got to tag you. They got to brand you. They have to put something on you that indicates, hey, this is my property. You know, they got to have some sort of brand or sticker on you saying, oh, hey, this is my property. I own this individual. And it's sad because the majority of people, when you are talking to them about this information, they'll look the other way. They'll look the other way. They'll log off. They don't want to hear anything. But I'm just like, as long as black folks walking around here saying, oh, I'm black, or better yet, you are still associating yourself, you know, you're still associating yourself as a United States citizen, your rights and, you know, the benefits and privileges, you got to pay for that shit. But we live in a country where they said, hey, hey, liberty and justice for all. But your government entity has already infringed on your constitutional rights, your freedoms, your liberties. So I don't know about you, but me, that just makes me question everything at that point. Like, are we really free? Or are we under the false pretense that we are free? Because again, if you're still walking around here saying, oh, I'm black, then I already know you on some fuck shit. You don't know yet. You don't know yet. But you have wonderful brothers and sisters who are out here right now, and they have already changed their status. And be mindful, just because you have now changed your status, or you may be contemplating on changing your status and wondering, well, shoot, if I'm no longer a U.S. citizen, then what am I? You are a man or a woman upon the land. Because the United States is a corporation. The United States is a corporation. Think about it. Any corporation, any business, what do they have? They have a CEO. They have a CEO. They have the president, vice president, assistant secretary. You know, they have all of these individuals, right? That's a corporation. That is a corporation. But see, this country is a republic. This country is a republic. It has always been a republic. Y'all didn't pay much attention to the Pledge of Allegiance, right? Let me say it again. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. The United States of America. What you doing? Bruh. Like, what do you... Oh my gosh, boy. People just stuck on stupid. Like, drive. Oh my gosh. But think about it. The United States of America. The United States of America is a republic. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. I don't have to say the rest of it because you already know. Or were you just saying this just because you were told to? Willful ignorance. So, to Black America, Black folks, African Americans, stop allowing these individuals to put labels on you. Stop allowing these individuals to tell you what you are. Because technically, it's your job to know who you are and where you are from. It's your job. It's no one else's job, just like it's no one else's job to govern you. Just like it's no one else's job to be out here telling grown-ass adults, hey, you need to take better care of yourself. You need to wash your hands. I was like, have you forgotten that melanated people were the main ones that had to teach Europeans how to wash their ass? So help me understand why y'all black folks, y'all should be on top of the game. There shouldn't be any excuse why anyone can even remotely try and shoot any BS your way about them knowing what's best for you. But you know what? It just goes to show you that even though motherfuckers out here talking about, oh, they want reparations, they talking about, oh, we want reparations. I was like, y'all don't want reparations. Y'all don't want reparations. I tell you what you do want. You want a goddamn handout. You want one of these daggone superficial, oh, I genuinely care about black folks. Man, miss me with that bullshit. You don't care about black folks. Shoot, you got Negroes that don't care about black folks. You know what I'm saying? You got Negroes that don't care about black folks. You got black folks that don't give a fuck about black folks. They talk that talk, but then as soon as they are put into a position where they will have to either choose their people to support and aid and build them up, or take a profit from someone, guess what they do? They bail on you. They bail on you and take the damn money. Tis another reason why I don't take black folks seriously. Because a lot of y'all not taking yourselves seriously. Like, why? For the life of me. These fools will put a label on my folks. They'll put a label, a title on you. And I mean, I'm guilty of this stuff too. I'm guilty of it. But, and here's the but part, because this is where everything changes. But when you read and you really process the information that is laid before you, then you can't say you don't know. You can't, because that information is presented to you. Now, it's totally on you to make the necessary changes and apply it to your life. Understand that as long as you categorize yourself as, oh, I'm black, you have no rights or privileges whatsoever. They told you that. You have no rights and privileges. If you are a U.S. citizen, you still don't have, you have some rights and you have privileges and you have benefits. Of course, you know, the benefits and privileges, you got to pay for it. Privilege number one, they said, oh, it's a privilege to drive on public roads. It's a privilege. Tis why you pay tis why you pay for a license. Why do you have to pay for a license? That should be free. That should just be, why you have to pay for that? You have to pay registration to the state. Again, tis another reason why you register your vehicle with the state. They own your vehicle. They own your vehicle. So they can take it, keep it, impound it, and then turn around and auction the bitch off. Because you thought the vehicle was yours. They take your vehicle, impound it, make money off of it, and then they take it and send it off to an auction. They make more money off of it. It's like, come on now. You think you own your house. You don't own shit. Just because you don't have a mortgage or you paid your mortgage off, you don't even own the house still. You don't. Why? Because you have now, you being a willful participant in being a United States citizen, a lot of things that you think that you own, you don't own that. You don't. You don't. So when I start hearing black folks yapping about reparations, I just be like, man, fuck that shit. Y'all ain't never gonna see no goddamn reparation. It's a waste of y'all time, energy. It's like you have brothers like Yusef L, whom on high frequency radio, and that's on YouTube, high frequency radio. You listen to him, you listen to his podcast, and he will tell you all. But you know what? Folks don't want to believe that. You know, they scared. They think it's a scam. They think it's a scam. Oh, I'm afraid if I do the wrong thing, I could go to jail. Like, yeah, you could. You could. But it's like if you're reading to understand and you're exercising your unalienable rights, they can't do shit to you. Especially if they don't have jurisdiction over you. They can't even arrest you. They can't. They can't even arrest you. So until black folks start to come into a realization and wake up and actually say, you know what? I don't want them to have jurisdiction over me. That means you will have to do the necessary work. The shit isn't going to come overnight. You know, The shit isn't going to come overnight. It's going to take time. But if you're faithful and you're willing to invest that time in setting yourself free, then you'll get it. You won't have to ask no motherfucker for reparations, because the shit will be coming back to you if you're doing it right. You will actually own your damn house. You will own property. You will have your assets. Your assets will be yours. As long as you put those assets into a trust, it protects you. It protects all of your property. Truly, your property is all yours at that point. No one can tell you anything else. The IRS can't come and get the shit. The alphabet gang can't even come get your shit. I mean, shit. They can take it. But due to it being part of your trust, they'll end up having to pay 10 times the value of that asset that you have, because that's theft. And they understand that it's all about it's all about you. It's all about what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. If you're not willing to accept certain things, okay, speak up. Put that shit in an affidavit. Affidavits run shit. The Department of Treasury, the Secretary of State, they all need to be put on notice. There's remedies to things. And I feel that a lot of folks, a lot of black folks, they don't want to do the work. Motherfuckers will go to someone college, university, stay there anywhere between 4 to 12 years, doing exactly what they tell them to do, reading exactly what they're telling them to read, doing all this wonderful shit, only to come out of it with a goddamn piece of paper that certifies that, hey, they know how to do this. But you're not free, because you going out here and you buying assets, you buying all these properties and everything, and you think that, oh yeah, I'm doing real good. I'm doing real good, but you don't even own your shit. When I see niggas out here doing all this with thick wads of money, I'm looking at them, I'm like, you goofy. Because niggas around here think for 1 minute they actually balling. They got something. Y'all niggas ain't got shit. All that damn money y'all niggas be holding up to the side of your heads, y'all niggas straight goofy. And it's not just, and it's not hating. I'm just spitting the real. I'm the realest motherfucker to even come out and tell y'all this shit. You got other individuals, they out there putting out the same information, but in a much more simpler, kinder way. Fuck that shit. Y'all goofy ass niggas walking around holding up bands of fiat money up against y'all fucking head, because a motherfucker sat up here and gave y'all a little fucking advance. Y'all think y'all balling. Y'all think y'all really doing something. But the first time them fools sit up there and say, go get that nigga shit, they coming to get your shit. They taking your cars, they taking your houses, they locking down your bank account, and then the next thing you know, you ain't got shit. You ain't got nothing. Like shit, if a dude is really smart, he'll be out there just buying up gold and stashing it away. If a real nigga smart, he would understand that, yo, I want to put myself in a position where these fools have no jurisdiction. Not even the fucking police can fuck with me. Have you seen videos of police encounters with individuals who are Moors? Have you seen those interactions? Have you noticed they'll draw in a whole crowd of police officers only for them to sit up there and have to let them go? Why? Because they didn't have any jurisdiction over them. They didn't have no jurisdiction over them. And they sitting up there going off on the cop like, man, fuck all y'all. Y'all can't do shit to me or my property. Fuck y'all. Y'all can't do anything to me. And guess what? They couldn't. They let a brother go. They sat up there and pulled one brother over in a doggone pickup truck. And he had the daggone, he actually had the Moorish flag draped over his truck door. And he was just like, man, I ain't got time for this. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna do something? Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. And they standing off at a distance, holding on to their guns. They already trigger happy. But they already knew. They got the word from the heads up. Don't fuck with him. Let him ride. We don't want those problems. We don't want those problems. But see, if it was someone that was black, guess what? They beating your ass on sight. So, again, think about what's more important. Creating your own reparations by removing yourself from under the jurisdiction of the corporation and truly being free in the Republic of America, in this republic. Because you know we have this is a republic. South America is a republic as well. Remove yourselves from under the jurisdiction, man. I don't want to hear nothing else about no damn reparations, because I'm just like, shit. If you think you're going to get reparations from a government entity that really and truly does everything in its power possible to hold you back, and that's what they're doing. They're holding back a lot on melanated people. And then they got black folks holding black folks back. That crab in the barrel mentality, baby. I tell you, that shit is real. But in the meantime, in between time, I will catch up with you all later. I'm actually here at the bank. I need to situate a few things before I go to work. So I love y'all. I catch you on the flip side. Trust to believe. It may come off as if, oh, I don't love my people. I love my people, but after a while you get sick and tired of your people just consciously making stupid decisions and then expect someone else to come in and play, oh, I'm your savior. I'm your savior. The only savior you got is yourself. The only savior you got is yourself. And the one person that's watching right now, understand me when I say this. You are your own savior. Nobody's, man, I don't give a dog. Ain't no one else coming to save you. Ain't no one coming to save your black ass. If a doggone shootout takes off, these fools start raiding your houses and everything and start taking stuff from you. You in there on your knees praying to your Caucasian lookalike Jesus. Ain't no one descending from no clouds. Ain't no one descending from no clouds to come and save you. You are your own savior. The God is within you. The God is within me. And it's like, hey, if we're going to change anything, we have to change self first. So that includes your mindset, how you move. Everything else will come into play. Trust and believe. All right, I'll catch you all later. Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love.